you guys, we are here for maybe the last VEDA video. We fell behind a couple, I feel like we made 25 out of 30 videos, which is pretty decent.
We're still working, we might catch up.
We might post 5 more videos in the next couple of weeks, maybe not, I don't know. But, for our last official VEDA video, just in case we don't make any more, we wanted to do a joint video, because Alyssa's in town for the, I don't know, were you here all day? I was at work, but Alyssa's here all day. And we just had dinner with, you can see E in the background. She's hiding now. But we just went and ate dinner and had to do some errands for my grandmother. And before we go home to do E's homework, we thought we would make a video about age inappropriate things that we like, which sounds kind of
there's so many
scandalous. But it's not. It's just things that we both will turn 30 in September, which is and so, we're kind of an age where there are certain things that you should like 50 Shades of Grey, and
Cosmopolitan magazine,
Cosmo,
going out drinking.
Yeah. Well, and not only that, but, like TV shows that we're supposed to like. I feel like, Real Housewives of New Jersey. I feel like I see a lot of people talk about that. And just, they're, grown-up things. There are authors that we should be reading, and there are shows we should be watching. And, this is clearly, societal. And if you like those things, that's cool. We're all about liking what you like for whatever reason you like it. But a lot of times I think we find that the things we like are things that, middle schoolers like, or high schoolers like, or pre-Kers like, as E pointed out so helpfully in the background. So we thought we would just talk about some of those things, and in the comments today, question, list some things that you like that are maybe not age appropriate. One age inappropriate thing that I watch all the time is Golden Girls, which is
that's the other opposite.
That's the opposite age inappropriate. Yeah, that's an old, kind of like an old lady show. So I watch that, and it's super inappropriate.
I guess I'm kind of the same way in reverse. I like old sitcoms that people don't really watch anymore, The Witch.
I do watch MASH all the time.
Golden Girls,
not MASH.
Because it's always on. Because MASH is always on.
My
TV.
grandmother watches MASH for about 3 hours a night.
Yeah, and me, anybody who watches our channel knows I'm obsessed with Andy Griffith, which isn't really a typical.
Which luckily comes on during the school day.
Well, and I have every season, all of it on DVD. So yeah. I think for me, the first thing that comes to mind is
bad drops.
Sometimes when there's nothing else on TV, or sometimes when there is better options on TV, I like to watch kids' TV, Sprout.
Oh my goodness, back when I lived at my parents' house, we had Sprout, and I would put that on every single night.
I like Sprout.
And would watch Kipper. And sometimes, when E stays the night with me, I make her watch Kipper anyway, and she's just like this.
No, there's this little show that I think BBC puts out called Have you seen Small Potatoes?
No, I haven't seen that. We don't have Sprout anymore.
I love Small Potatoes. Well, I saw a commercial for it, on something, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the cutest show. It's 4 potatoes, and they're small. And they have these little teeny smiley faces, and they sing songs about every art or books or everything.
Did you just put blush on?
And they have a really good little. I don't know exactly how the theme song goes, but it's really cute.
I'm glad you don't have the theme song.
But no, I can't really remember. I mean, it's just we're small potatoes or something. I don't know.
I'm glad.
But I like.
I think Kipper has the best theme song ever. Because it's just Kipper the dog.
Oh, it is kind of slow. It's elevator music.
It is it's an old man. Kipper is an old man dog. And I love it.
Kipper is good.
And he's bitter and angry about everything. He's and he's Scottish-y. He's not quite Scottish, but he's also not quite just straight up British. English British. And so he'll just be the seashore. This is miserable.
Oh, he
and I'm
weird.
Why do you hate everything Kipper? But I love Kipper because I hate everything too, so.
Yeah, that's probably why you like it. Well, I love I love all kinds of kids shows. I like all the 90s and 80s shows are coming back, but that's a whole different thing.
But I don't necessarily always like when they remake them.
No, I don't like when they remake
a lot
them.
of
We
them.
do like My Little Pony,
yeah, I'm a huge fan of My Little Pony.
We talk about My Little Pony. I do like the new My Little Pony. Actually better than the old one, which is kind of shameful.
I don't really remember the old one.
I went back and watched some of the old ones, and I was like,
although I just read an article that said old strawberry shortcake is awful and Rainbow Bright is even worse. which makes me sad because I have
depressing.
such happy memories of Rainbow Bright.
We'll just tell ourselves lies.
And
That
like,
it was amazing.
I kind of want to watch it, but now I'm scared that it's just gonna be awful.
Yeah.
Erin said she really likes Tom and Jerry, which they've kind of redone, but they also still play the old.
Yeah, they show the old ones on Cartoon
I don't
Network.
like new Looney Tunes though either.
No,
like
I don't
like
either.
classic Looney Tunes.
Yeah,
from
any
like
cartoon from
the
like our
1920s.
childhood or show from our childhood we like, but I also like Small Potatoes, like new kid shows too.
Yeah.
And I like there's a show that comes on Saturday morning, like maybe it's called Noodle and Doodle. Those are the characters. I can't remember the name of it, but it's this guy in like a bus, and he goes around and makes crafts with people.
That sounds
I really
awful.
like him. And in the old lady thing, speaking of making crafts, the other thing I like is I'm quite obsessed with Martha Stewart. I know like all of her history and her background and like her pretty
I'm
much
not a
her
Martha
entire
Stewart
story.
fan.
And I love her magazines and I get her podcast and it's shameful how much I like
Oh,
Martha.
hey, remember that time I told you my radio has Martha Stewart Network? It doesn't. It moved. It's now on Stars. Stars, which is entertainment for women, which really offends me because I'm like, maybe some dudes want to listen to Dr. Laura. And maybe
totally
some
fair.
girls want to listen to, like, Playboy Radio. You know, like, don't gender stereotype my listening abilities, Stars.
That's it. Stereotyping is a whole other video.
So I totally took it off of my read through because I was like, I don't like sexist advertising.
You're crazy. I also like coloring books.
I like coloring books a lot too.
And like kids art, like they're the rainbow loom where you like weave those
To make
like
pot holders.
fabric things. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
make, and you can make. There's another one called the rainbow loom where it's I can't remember if it's plastic or fabric, but it makes bracelets. It's like a similar concept to the weaving on the little plastic thing. And
Why
then
don't you
it
just
makes
make
the
friendship
bracelet.
bracelets?
I do actually. I could get back into that. I do like. I used to like that. And I like
I didn't know this was the Alyssa show.
Go ahead, you.
No, please continue.
No, I'm
in
done
no
here.
way
I'm
would
done
I
here.
want to
I'm
talk
done.
at all.
Nope, go ahead.
No,
I'm done.
keep talking. You like to make kids crafts. What else? What else is that, Sunshine? What else you got?
Nope.
No, it's fine.
We're just gonna stand here and stare awkwardly.
Okay, fine. 7 minutes right now of Alyssa talk, so
Go ahead.
then we have 7 more minutes of silence. The only thing, like, I mean, I sometimes watch kids' videos. Like, I have a lot of younger cousins who are at my house, so a lot of times I end up watching stuff with them. And actually, she watches a ton of Disney shows, like Good Luck Charlie, and what's the one with Zendaya in it? Shake It Up, and Zendaya, whatever. And then what's that other one where they're at the school?
That's the class lab.
No, with the
Zoe
girl.
One-on-One?
No, with the girl with the dark hair. And it's got that boy with like the floppy hair.
Personality.
No, and it's like they're at the guy has the puppet, the ventriloquist puppet.
What? Yeah, I
Anyway.
know. I'm not allowed to talk.
Don't be like that. I won't post this video.
It sounds like you're talking about that, like, That's So Raven, but I know you're not.
No, it's got the dark-headed girl. Oh, I really like Jessie. That's not the one I was talking about. And it has that one guy, and he has a ventriloquist
Well,
puppet.
she's
and he
figuring
makes
it
that
out.
puppet
I
talk
do
the
like all
time.
those, like, Teen Nick and Teen Disney shows.
Victorious.
I used to
Yeah.
like that Zoe 101 show that had Britney Spears' little sister on it before she had a baby. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I
Aaron
used to
watches that
like
sometimes. And we also watch a lot of Disney movies.
Yes,
Um,
any old Disney. Well, hell, heck, it doesn't matter. Sorry,
Alyssa!
I just cussed in the last video, but I warned you guys. Sorry.
Oh my goodness, this is not safe for work or children.
Oh yeah, because it's not like I dropped the F-bomb or something.
You probably will.
No, I don't.
There's
I wouldn't say that in
time.
front of her. No, what I was gonna say is, we both like all the Disney original
And
movies,
some
the
new Disney
cartoons.
movies.
Yeah.
I didn't like Brave. We can talk about that in another video. It was a lot of emotions.
I didn't like Up.
I refuse to watch Up, and I won't watch WALL-E either.
Don't. No, WALL-E is like. I think you could handle WALL-E, but if you watch Up,
I love the earth and nature.
you will slit your throat. Don't watch WALL-E. It's like the saddest, terrible.
That sounds like a really glowing
A
recommendation.
lot of people loved it.
I watched Wreck-It Ralph recently, though, and was pleasantly surprised because I didn't think I was going to like it very much.
Yeah, and the commercials didn't look that great.
And
I'm
of course,
naked.
from like the book reviews that I've done on our channel, like, you know, remember like a year ago when I did book reviews? Yeah, that maybe is going to come back this summer. Maybe not. Who knows? We don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows.
I'll do a People magazine review. Oh, that's another thing I like that I'm not supposed to like. Are those like Teen Bop Tiger Beat magazines? Sometimes I just like to buy them for old times' sake, but it's all One Direction.
I really like One Direction, which is probably not age
She does,
appropriate.
like Taylor Swift.
I love Taylor Swift. Actually, we're going to watch Taylor Swift this fall.
You're gonna have to bring me a gift. Oh, I thought you were going this spring.
No, it's in September.
It's on Thursday.
I'm trying to figure out how to finagle my way into getting some tickets for this.
Listen, it's $134, baby, and they were almost sold out.
Really?
So
Oh, I'm sure they're sold out.
yeah, we are not seeing One Direction in Raleigh because we could not afford that.
I'm sure.
But so like there are like I love boy bands. If you're a boy band, I adore you.
Yes, and they're all coming back. New
They
Kids
are.
On the Block, 98
I'm really
Degrees.
excited about that. And then of course, like I was trying to say earlier before I got sidelined because my brain is like I read a lot of young adult literature.
Oh, yeah.
Like just all the time I read young adult books. Mostly that's the only thing. And I enjoy that. And sometimes people get really judgy about adults reading young adult. And I'm like, you know, I'm trying to read Game of Thrones. And I've been reading this book, no lie. Like, this summer will be 2 years I've spent trying to read Game of Thrones. And it's not that I can't read it. It's not anything like that. It's just boring. I'm like 250 pages in.
If you think it's boring, I would hate it.
Like, the thing I really love about young adult is that they just get to the story. You know, in the prologue, like, spoiler alert, but in the prologue of Game of Thrones, George R.R. Martin, who has beautiful writing, but he spends 4 pages describing this man's outfit, and that man dies at the end of the prologue.
Seriously?
And so I'm like, why are you spending 4 pages describing what a dead man wears?
I couldn't handle that.
You know, and so, like, and that's kind of what holds me up, and I really enjoy the story, and I saw the first season and things like that, but what I love about young adult literature is they just get you to the point. If there's a description, it's because you need to know that for, like, reasons that are, like, vital to the storyline, so.
Yeah, I don't read a lot of, this is going to make me sound really stupid, I don't read a lot of chapter books. I think I got really burnt out in college because when I was doing my thesis for teaching, like, that's all I did was read, and I unfortunately, and this happens to a lot of kids too because of pressures of, like, standardized testings and stuff, they have to read so much that they end up not liking it, and I think that's kind of what happened to me. Rochelle's gotten me to read a few books.
But not Kaya.
No, we're actually trying, that's another thing, we're actually trying to go back and read all the American Girl books together in chronological order.
Yeah. Not, like, chronological order, like, for history, not, like, publication date.
Right, yeah. And the thing that sucks about that is, like, I don't know how to say this without sounding offensive, and I don't mean for it to, but so far, like, what I've read in her story is not interesting to me. Like, I don't have a lot of interest in, like, the Midwest in that period of time, and the Oregon Trail and stuff, other than, like, the video game.
Kaya's not on the Oregon Trail.
No, but I'm just saying, like, that sort of, like, stuff. Like, the traveling, it's just kind of boring to me.
And you'd hate what we're learning in history right now.
Oh, I'm sure. And so I'm more excited for, like, Molly and for Felicity and stuff like that.
I don't know.
So.
Kirsten's my favorite.
Yeah,
She's
I
always
had the
my
Kirsten
favorite.
doll in the books and stuff.
I never had an American Girl doll because we were poor.
Well, my sister had one and then jacked up her hair and got in really big trouble because they're like $80.
I think so. Maybe.
What?
Erin's all the time finding people she likes to read, and she puts them on my dry erase board on the refrigerator so that I can buy her novels.
Erin needs more money.
She does. She leaves me notes like, Erin needs money, or Erin needs candy, or buy me this
when
book.
you get home, write a note on there. Alyssa wants William and Kate shirt.
No.
I just asked
Anyway,
Rochelle
this
if
has
she
turned
would
into
buy
an
me a
advertisement
William
for
and Kate
things
shirt.
that Rochelle will buy other people, so we're going to wrap it up. But apparently, the moral of the story is we just like things that people our age maybe don't love. So, if there are things that people in your age group love that you don't love, or things that you love that are more appropriate for another age group, tell us in the comments. We'll have a conversation. Have a great evening. Bye.
Peace out.